Thanks for staying with us. We are joined now by Virginia Toyson, who is here to talk to us about her personal sleep health experience. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Well, thank you for asking me.
Sure. So I understand you use a continuous positive airway pressure machine, or a CPAP. Yeah. Could you start by talking about what your CPAP does for you?
Well, it certainly makes me wake up a lot more alert, and I feel more rested, more energy. It helps me breathe. It keeps me from snoring during the night. That's one thing. I think it's a really good unit.
Good.
I like it. I'm satisfied. I would recommend to anybody that needed one.
Okay. And why did you decide to get one?
I was told years ago that what they told me was, you stop breathing when you're asleep. You stop for 30 seconds, or you're not breathing for this, and then you snore and then you start. And so I went to my doctor, and he told me that I had sleep deprivation and I needed to have a test, which eventually I finally did, and I was proven that I had sleep apnea very bad.
Okay.
But I have only had the machine for 3 years, so I've had it for a long time.
Okay, and it has improved the quality of your sleep?
Oh gosh, yes. Oh yes, much, much better.
And you said that you wake up more alert, but what about when you're sleeping? Are you ever aware of it while you're asleep?
If I have to go to the bathroom or whatever, then you have to take it off and all
Sure.
that. But if the mask gets a little bit twisted, and sometimes that happens when you're moving, or the straps, and you just have to straighten it out, and it's fine. The machine itself is very quiet.
Okay.
I was really surprised, because I remembered those old-fashioned ones that were big and noisy, and this is wonderful.
So you said that you've been using it for 3 years?
Yes.
How often do you use it then?
Every night.
Okay.
Every night.
And I know that you brought it with you today,
Yes.
so can you kind of describe what the different parts are?
Yes, I sure can. This is the part that hooks right in here. This it just hooks there, and this goes in here. And I always cover it when I'm not using it. And this is the tank for the water, and you have to use distilled water. You can't just use regular water. You always use distilled.
Okay.
And this turns it off and on.
Okay.
And this will tell you, well, it's not, but and it'll tell you when it needs a clean filter. And that
great.
Yeah.
So what does the water do?
It's heated, and so it just makes a moisture, so you don't get that dry nose so much in the dry mouth, which I don't usually have.
Okay, great.
It's very good.
And so you mentioned that sometimes the cords can get caught. Are there other problems that you've run into with using the CPAP?
Boy, I don't really know. I don't really have a lot of problem with it.
Okay, good.
I've gotten pretty used to it. It was a little bit difficult when I first got it, because they said you have to use it for 4 hours, otherwise they won't pay for it or something. So I would put it on for 4 hours and take it off. But after a few nights, I just left it on, and I've gotten used to it. It's fine.
So what was it in the beginning that bothered you about it, or what did you have to get used to?
I think it was just the idea of having something on your face and the
Sure.
straps around your head.
Okay.
I think it was just, but you get used to that too. And the technician up at St. Peter's, where I got it, when I first got it, I went in there and she gave me a little lesson on it, well, quite a big lesson on it, and showed me all about it and put it on, and we did it, and she was very good about explaining how to use it. And if I have a problem, I can always talk to them.
Good.
And I go there to get my filters. And
so what were some of the tips she gave you about using the CPAP machine to make sure you were using it correctly?
Just to make sure that it was on right, to make sure that it was sealed. Mm-hmm. If it's not sealed, then it'll make that noise. So, and I did that, and to use the distilled water, and that's pretty much all. It has a lot of information with it about cleaning it, and I just clean it. You don't clean it with alcohol or things, a disinfectant like that. You just clean it with, I use Dawn antibacterial soap and just clean it in the sink, and it works really good that way. So
you don't want to clean it with anything that you'd be breathing in?
No,
right.
No, or anything that would destroy the plastic.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, like alcohol or any of those detergents that are harsh, anything harsh like that.
So some folks have to go into a clinic to do a sleep test. Is that what you had to do?
Yes, I did.
Can you talk a little bit about how that was?
It was great. I went into St. Peter's, and I had my sleep test. I slept all night, and I thought I did anyway, and pretty soon the technician comes in and puts this mask on my face. And I says, well, I guess I must have sleep apnea. And she said, yep, you sure do.
So she knew
and
it
I've
while you
had
were
it
there.
ever since. Well, they monitor everything you do. They can see everything you do and everything you say. They can hear, and it was a really good test. I thought they did very well.
Did they have to hook you up to things, or how do they monitor?
Oh yeah. Yes, they hooked me up to a machine there, and what they hooked me up there was the fell face mask, and I didn't really like that. That was kind of claustrophobic for me, so when I picked my own, I got just the little nasal one, which
Yeah, that
works
one is
fine.
small.
Works
Great.
fine.
Good. So any tips or advice you would give to anybody who's watching right now who has been told they might need a CPAP machine and has not gone out and gotten one?
Is have the doctor, if the doctor suggests it, have the test and get one, because you won't regret it.
Perfect. Virginia, thank you so much for being with us today.
You're welcome.
We're out of time, and I'd like to thank Dr. Corzine again for her time and experience this morning, and thank you for tuning in today. I hope you found our show to be helpful. Be sure to come back again next week. Until then, stay fit, stay well, and stay healthy for life with Healthy Living for Life. Have a great week, everybody.
Healthy Living for Life is brought to you by Mountain Pacific Quality Health. We'd love to hear from you. If you have suggestions for future programs, visit our website at mpqhf.org or call us at 406-443-4020. You can also catch us on YouTube by visiting our website and clicking on the YouTube icon. Special thanks to Fire Tower Coffee House and Roasters. Production facilities provided by Video Express Productions.